Hello, and thank you for purchasing this audio cassette. My name is Justin McElroy, and welcome to the My Brother to Me guided sleep experience for spiritual harmony.
My name is Travis McElroy, and I welcome you and welcome.
My name is Griffin McElroy, and I'm here to just align all of your junk in your brain and your soul and get you right down in that fucking bed.
Hey, a few things before we begin. First, a thank you to our sponsor, Casper. This tape is most effective, and perhaps only effective, when used with a Casper mattress.
Right now, each of us is laying in our own bespoke Casper mattress. I've poured oils all over mine to give it a distinctive aromatherapeutic scent, and it is treating me so right, but I've ruined the mattress because it was it was like a milk carton full of just straight oil. So that's unfortunate, but the smell is out of this world.
I have suspended my Casper mattress from 4 tethers stretching to the 4 corners of the room. It's created a very comfortable sleeping experience, but I must stay completely still or it swings wildly and gives me just the worst motion sickness.
Do we have an offer code for this episode?
You know that we do. We have offer codes, we have questions, we have peace, we have stunts. About halfway through the episode, I'm going to go drive downtown. I'm going to jump off the fucking Frost Bank Tower, and I'm going to land on a single Casper mattress, and I won't die.
If you want to get a Casper mattress right now and just pause the audio cassette until it arrives, because it's speedy shipping. You just hold on for that. Hi everybody, Justin McElroy here. When we made this episode, we didn't know what the promo code would be, so I had to edit it in afterwards. So I'll do that and then try to make it sound as organic and true to the episode as possible. Thank you. You go to casper.com/mybrother and use promo code
ASMR brother.
all one word at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
The shipping is so fast, I'm going to order it on top of Frostbank Tower and then just go, and then there it's going to be. I'm going to land on it. It's not going to have my distinctive oil stink on it, but it'll save my life all the same.
A few things before we begin this journey into sleep. 1, did you even get in the bed yet?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are you driving? That's stupid. This is very fucking relaxing.
Can't stress this enough. Do not listen to this while driving. This is 100% guaranteed sleep wherever you are. You could use this as a sleep weapon against your enemies.
Yeah.
If you play this, they will just fall asleep wherever they are.
Yeah.
Don't be driving. You're going to vanilla sky this shit right off a bridge.
Open your eyes.
Good.
Wake up. Oh, God, how do you even know this isn't a dream? Maybe this is a dream that you're having because you fell asleep listening to our Casper special. Inception. I haven't seen Inception, but I think that's what it's about.
Here's our first question.
Justin, I'm sorry. Can you please keep it the fuck down? There is no need to yell.
Here's our first question.
I like that because it sounded like you were yawning when you started that question.
First, let your eyelids close. Second, please seriously don't be driving. This is going to be very fucking relaxing. I'm looking forward to getting emails from people informing us that they use this to fall asleep because that would be really inspiring.
I will say at some point during this episode, there's going to be an extremely loud air horn, and you won't know when it's coming. but I need you to just be on your fucking toes.
But also super relaxed.
But very relaxed. No, that's a betrayal. There will be no air horns. Or will it? Thanks for listening to our Pranktastic special.
Very scary.
Now go the fuck.
Happy Halloween.
Go the fuck to sleep and let us sell you a mattress.
Hi, brothers. I live in a crappy college apartment, and I only have a twin-size bed. When my girlfriend sleeps over, it is extremely uncomfortable to share a twin-size bed between two people. Our solution is to sleep head to toe, with each of our heads on opposite ends of the mattress, sort of like Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
If that is your diagram, if that is the model upon which you have based your romantic sleeping times, I think you have probably lost the plot somewhere.
Our friends think this is extremely weird and that we should just sleep like normal people.
Mm-hmm.
Should I conform and sacrifice a good night's sleep? Note, I am an incredibly light sleeper. That's from Harry Best.
You should just get a full-size mattress from Casper and get $50 off by going to casper.com/mybrother and use the coupon code mybrother, all one word.
Right.
Check out terms and conditions apply.
Terms and you guys don't sleep on those terms and conditions, but do sleep on this comfortable fucking bed. You gotta not. You have to not do this thing that you're doing.
The reason your friends think this is weird is because the whole point of having someone spend the night is you sleep together, not so that you can do like some weird sardine thing.
A little loud, Travis. A little loud.
Oh, sorry. You're just sleeping with your partner's toes at this point, and that is inherently weird.
I hate this.
If you're worried about a good night's sleep, I feel like you're just forcing the issue at this point, and you should just not sleep. Maybe sleep across the bed instead of up and down. And then you have plenty of wing space room, maybe not as much room. You can sleep with your feet on the floor.
I would sooner cut the fucking bed in half and stack one on half on the other and make a fetal position bunk bed than do this thing that you're doing. This terrible, terrible thing. Unless do you have a foot thing? Hey. That's fine.
That's good.
Do you have a foot thing?
It's not good if you don't let the other person know about it. Unless they also have a foot thing.
In which case, congratulations. You've found her, or him, or whoever.
You found them, those nasty toes. There's certain sounds that should be illegal to make when you're speaking in a sleepy time voice, and that was one of them. This is my first of many formal apologies during this, a very vulnerable episode.
How about another question?
One with 100% less toe stuff.
Dear brothers, I recently had a moment of clarity and realized.
Okay, so just a quick setup that this question is more geared towards the fact that this episode was originally going to be our Halloween spooktacular, which would have been a much easier needle to thread than this ASMR guided sleep experience for harmonious spiritual something. But not unfortunately. Travis became a dad suddenly, and now here we are. I don't know if we should stick with the spooky stuff.
Well, we've got the questions, Griffin, and it's a little too late. We don't have replacement questions, so
okay. So
I think we just got to lean into it.
You dance with the one that brought you, and the one that brought you was a Halloween witch.
So if you are very susceptible to spooky stuff, you may want to skip ahead a little bit. If you're already asleep, I'm so terribly sorry.
Get ready for some weird lucid dreaming.
This is going to be a weird lucid dream journey for you, and just hang in there.
Just keep reminding yourself you're dreaming.
A little louder. Oh my god, no, there's a trash truck outside. No.
Oh god, no, not like this.
Dear brothers, I recently had a moment of clarity and realized that I behave exactly like the first nameless extra to die in a horror movie. When I hear a spooky noise at night, inside the house or outside while camping, I will grab a torch, that's a flashlight, and go investigate, sometimes even calling out, "Who's there?" Well, hold on. They called it a torch, so I should probably do a great British accent.
Dude, I actually really need to hear, because you know how Justin can only do sort of one affectation at a time. I would love to hear your quiet, sleepy time ASMR British man. Because I feel like your British man is usually sort of an Eliza Doolittle, just sort of screaming, Cockney phrases. So let's go ahead and do that.
Try something different. I will grab a torch and go investigate. Sometimes even calling out, "Who's there?" While I was with my girlfriend, I heard a noise and found myself saying, "It's probably nothing," like the boyfriend in every pair of soon-to-die amorous teens. Can I stop myself from dying like the first 20 minutes? Or should I come to terms with my gruesome but tension-raising demise? Thank you, Nameless Extra in Newcastle.
Can the rest of this podcast just be Justin using that voice to count to 100?
Let's see. 1. No, we'll do it at the end. That will be better.
Oh, you got to do it as a countdown. Oh, wait, I'm doing it. Oh, no.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
I actually had to
no.
stop myself from doing the British accent.
It's so good,
It's
though.
not
I
good.
can't get out, can I?
Oh, God.
I
Toes come off in the boot.
the toes come off in the boot. I do this to the max. I got made fun of. Me and my friends here in Austin went on a trip to New Orleans.
Little loud, Griffin.
And we rented a beautiful house in Treme that we all shared, but it was all very much like there's a bed in the living room and a bed in the dining room. And I heard a noise in the night, and I did what I always do, which is just jump out of bed and run towards it, which is not a good tactic. I don't really, when I'm in that sleep warrior mode, I don't really slice the pie like I would do in a more alert state. I don't deploy my SWAT tactics to neutralize the threat. I just sort of run right at it. So they could just sort of hold a knife out, and I would kind of just do it for them.
I don't know if I have ever told the story on this podcast, but Justin and I and Teresa and Sydney and a bunch of other people went to a zombie-themed murder mystery in Hocking Hills, Ohio at Ravenwood Castle. And part of the game was that there were zombies milling around, and I very quickly became a zombie because Teresa became a zombie, and I wanted to be able to hang out with her. And so I was walking through the woods looking for a severed arm that was part of the mystery. And I heard some rustling behind me and turned around to find a werewolf standing in a pool of light. And without a second's hesitation, I jumped in the air and spun in the air and ran through the woods at full speed.
Oh no, that's the worst place to be when a werewolf's out.
But I did it completely silently. I didn't scream or make any noise. I ran into a tree at one point and bruised my shoulder and just kept running. And later that night, I met the guy who was playing the werewolf at the castle bar. And I said, "Yeah, you scared the shit out of me at the caravan village." And he said, "Oh, you were the guy who ran silently away. I had no idea where you went.
Look at
everybody else I had the best, easiest time chasing.
Yeah,
and
see,
you just disappeared."
You're a good survivor, boy. Me,
because I'm a scaredy pants McGee.
See, I think I just want to do the damn, because the worst part of being haunted is the like anticipation of it. I'll confront the damn thing. I'm not afraid. I'm very afraid, but
you're very afraid, but you want to get that fear over with quickly. I do something similar to Griffin with a slight twist. I keep a hatchet behind my nightstand.
Is this truth?
this is 100% true.
Oh, now,
I'll show
Justin,
you the hatchet.
everyone knows about it now. You'll have to come up with something else now.
It's okay. It's cursed.
Oh, okay.
They can't stop me. But I get a hatchet. So if I hear a noise in the middle of the night, and I've done this a few times, I'll grab the hatchet that my friend Brian gave me from behind my nightstand, and I'll run out to face the foe. Now, here's an important note. I sleep fully nude. So an intruder
Oh my
would
God.
then be faced with the visage of a almost translucently pale, corpulent man, fully nude, flaccid penis, and hatchet. He would almost certainly believe that he had stumbled onto perhaps an awakened a demigod, or perhaps a failed science experiment that was kept to protect a lab, something like that. And he would probably just leave.
Yeah.
I don't have a great plan for the hatchet because I feel like if the cops showed up and there's a hatchet in somebody and there's a naked man covered in blood, I'm going to have a hard sell
yeah.
on like castle doctrine. It's going to be a tough putt.
Thank you to our sponsor, Casper. By the way, go to casper.com/mybrother and use that promo code
ASMR, brother.
all one word and get $50 off a mattress purchase. Terms and conditions, you know they're applying. Just want to thank them. Don't want to associate them necessarily with this fucking like manhunt style visage that Justin's just given all of us. Justin, I do want to say though, I like your strategy, and also that the man who sleeps with a machete is a fool every night but one. Do you guys want a Yahoo?
I like that. Can I take one more second to just talk about Casper mattresses are so wonderfully engineered. If you have not slept on one, you are really, really missing out. Also, they have a risk-free trial and return policy. You can try sleeping on one for 100 days. There's free delivery. And the mattresses are made in America. So that's a great thing. Again, that address is casper.com/mybrother. And use the promo code
ASMR, brother.
all one word at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Have one here that was sent in by Dylan Box. I would love to keep all my treasures in a Dylan box. Thank you. Maybe I already do. Thank you, Dylan Box. It's by Yahoo Answers user John, who asks, what time do horses go to sleep? And do they sleep in beds?
Well, that second part is almost certainly a joke.
Well,
I can't imagine.
is it a joke? I'm sorry, Justin. Do you want your precious treasure-filled Dylan Box on hooves to just lay down on the fucking dirt like some sort of hog, like some sort of farmyard hog? Or do you get, my cat sleeps in a little cat bed, and my cat was not nearly as expensive as a pony, so.
I'm trying to picture, I think maybe some kind of hammock is what I'm
This
picturing.
is the greatest, yes. Oh, everybody who's trying to sleep to this, just visualize the hammock, the horse, how you even get that motherfucker up in there, and how they stay in there, the winnies.
Oh, and there's definitely a flannel blanket covering
Oh
said
my
horse.
God.
And maybe like they're doing that like
You know they're doing that me.
breathing and yawning, you know, and you can see just like a little dream bubble of like an apple that just never gets eaten away, that it just keeps replenishing
It's
itself.
always just nipping at it, but it's never. And you've just finished a day of aggressive dressage, and they just learned that pony sidestep. And you've been practicing your fucking Carlos Santana routine. And what time is it time for that pony to go down? What time? Oh, it's 8:30. Good night, my sweet horse.
It's right after Conan.
You think ponies
Ponies watch Conan.
Nope, it's just it's completely random.
It's just
unconnected.
nature. Yeah.
But that's just like that. Actually, I read somewhere that it was the other way around. That they said, "Hey Conan, when do you want to do a TV show?" And he said, "Well, I go to bed at the same time as horses."
It's
so-
true. Conan O'Brien cannot go to sleep as long as there is a horse awake.
So he timed it out that way, so that it balanced nature, that there was balance once again.
As we all know, Conan walks off the set of his TV show, goes backstage, and immediately falls asleep
In a hammock.
in a sweet hammock.
I did some research in case you guys are interested, because the truth of this question is just delightful. First, horses like to sleep during the day because they're worried about predators. They're worried about predators.
And
so
taxes.
they like to sleep during the day. Horses can sleep standing up, but scientists believe that they have to lie down in order to get into that good REM sleep.
Scientists have spent a lot of time cracking that nut, huh?
Yeah, it's really important, isn't it? So, horses have to lie down to get the REM sleep. So if you see a horse lying down, you should know that it is dreaming. If you see a horse lying down, it's dreaming.
And if you see a horse standing up, go tell it to lie down. Take
Hey,
care
buddy,
of itself.
I'll watch
It
your
needs
fucking...
this.
No coyotes gonna get in here.
And if you see a horse standing up, I would suggest you're the one dreaming on that one,
Oh.
because you know.
That's my totem. If I see a horse standing up, I know I'm still in purgatory or whatever. It's
You have
again,
to spin the horse.
it's been such a long time since I've seen the hit film Inception. I would put my horse to bed at 9.
Well, but what if you put him to bed and they're not sleepy? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Put him to
here's
bed
here's what
and
I would
they're
actually.
standing.
Here's what I would do after I finished my dressage practice. No matter what time of day it is, the horse should fucking go to sleep because I'm done with it. I put my toys in a drawer when I finish playing with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you
I do have an answer here from Yahoo Answers user Fly Guy, indeed, who says horses never sleep. In the night, when their owners leave the stables and go to bed, they escape and run off into the forest. In the forest, they meet other horses and party pretty much all night. Sometimes even unicorns, how fanciful, attend the parties since they're so closely related. However, the horses always remember to go back to the stable before dawn so the owners don't find out about the parties, because God forbid humans join in and start riding them. They join the parties to take a break from being ridden on and having fun with fellow horses and unicorns.
Sincerely, Karl Rove.
Sincerely, famous political bad man, Karl Rove.
And horse party enthusiast and fanciful horse party imaginer, Karl Rove.
And then fucking Faith Lust Pixie Dust pops in with another one, just like, they sleep when they're tired. Okay, oh, fine.
Hey, well,
I didn't know. I got on the internet. I didn't know I was going to go to fucking horse school.
I'm looking at the person listening to this, and they're coasting along on these waves, these audio waves that we're producing. I think it may be time to really amp this shit up with our ASMR segment. Perhaps some of you have already experienced ASMR from this episode, but we're going to get in. There's a lot of different ASMR triggers, as everybody knows. Sounds don't really do it for me, but they do for a lot of people. So for the next few minutes, we're just going to create some sounds.
Oh, can we set up a scene? I like those. Like,
You like a role play?
yeah.
Okay, maybe. What do you think, they're going to buy a car, or was the doctor? That's a good one.
Or just
Drake
like,
Taylor.
yeah, a haircut is fun.
Okay, so like this.
A little loud, Travis, a little loud.
A little loud.
No, that's it. It sounds like you're just hitting the microphone with a bunch of rubber.
Okay. Now, Travis, you're the haircut boy for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just do 3 quick scenes.
Okay.
I'm
I'm ready to
you're the
go.
haircut
Please don't stymie me. I'm ready to
So
go.
fucking loud, just like screaming loud.
Okay. Are you ready? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming in today. Oh, you sure do need a haircut. Oh, it looks like all of your hair is made out of plastic. Let me cut it.
Now, I just need to stop you from doing... I need you to stop this.
Uh-huh.
Are you trying to make a mockery? Casper gave us $100
Okay, let me take another
to make
run
this
at it.
episode, and I think
Let
we
me
could
take
put... Okay.
Let me take another run at it. Oh, thank you for coming in today. Oh, you sure do need a haircut. This is going to be a real challenge. Hold on one second. Just before you sit down, let me clean all of this plastic off the chair.
Why? Okay, so you just kind of have plastic right there, huh?
Wow, there sure is a lot of it.
Yeah.
Almost done.
Oh, no, it's done, actually.
Okay, I'm ready to cut your... What? Where'd you go?
And that was a good scene, Travis. I'd like to take a stab at another scene, and it's I am a chef at a pizzeria, and
Classic ASMR.
and somebody's just come in, and they've ordered a pizza pie, and so it's just like, oh, a fresh pizza pie. Let me see what I can do for you to get you a hot pizza pie today. That's the pizza spinning in the air. Slice, 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 slice. A tasty pepperoni just for me. Oh, cut, roll, 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 roll. Rolling out the dough. Here you go. Oh, what's that? You don't have any money? Okay, I think we can find another way to get even. I'm gonna get my butt out. I'm getting my butt out. Hear this sound? Hold on, let me get this sound.
All and scene.
Oh, no, the sound's still going.
And scene. Now, Justin.
I'm doing a sound, please.
This is a sponsored
Travis,
episode.
here comes the sound. Please stop. That's the sound of a pants being pulled down around the ankles. Hey, you do actually have money. Okay, let me pull these back up. And scene.
What a great scene. I'm gonna do a scene, one of my favorite, just a recreation of one of my favorite ASMR scenes. And that is, of course, expert card shuffler teaches you how to shuffle cards. I'll get started right now.
So, you want to learn how to do card tricks? First, you'll learn the shuffle. Wait, I don't have my training cards. One moment.
Ezekiel! Ezekiel, where are my training cards? Ezekiel! This is the last time, Ezekiel! You've embarrassed me for the last time! Thank you.
Are those actually cards? Because it sounds kind of like a fart.
Don't sound like farts.
Congratulations. You've passed the first test. You realize that the true nature of shuffling cards is that they sound like a fart. One moment. And now, that's the first one. That doesn't actually shuffle them. Here's another. Cards don't sound like much, really. I'm just now realizing. Hold on, I need a drink of water.
Oh, God.
Gulp.
Thank you for coming. Practice that 1,000 times and then return to me.
And scene.
That's very good. Thank you. Thank you for, boys, thank you for sharing that energy with me. Do we have any other questions that aren't completely fucking Halloween based?
My girlfriend and I usually have pretty busy days, so every evening we generally just spend unwinding with the same ritual. Put on some TV, cook dinner, get high, eat dinner, have sex, and then sleepy time.
That's a good fucking day.
That's a chill-ass day. For a while, we've been watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. There's a lot of them, which has had some unexpected psychological effects. Recently, we had some rare time off work together, and we're having sex outside of our nightly ritual, and my girlfriend paused to say she needed to turn the TV on for background noise and turn on an episode of our go-to programming. Since then, I've been increasingly worried that we may have, through rewards of food, drugs, sex, and sleep, accidentally instilled some sort of Pavlovian conditioning where we associate the sound of Guy Fieri's voice with pleasure. Neither of us are attracted to men at all, so it's definitely not Mr. Fieri himself. Rather, we've just come to find his voice to be a nice backdrop, like a white noise machine, but a weird and gross man. Should we be worried about this? Or are we good? And that's from Barry B.
Really quick, Justin, I would love to hear your ASMR Guy Fieri. If you could just give me a little sliver of that.
Okay.
Hey, dudes. Welcome to Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Today we've got bacon.
Okay, you kind of your ASMR Guy Fieri sounds like regular Tom Waits.
See, I was going to say it sounded like it was a 200-year-old Guy Fieri that someone had their foot on his throat and he was trying to bargain for his life.
You're like trying to choke to death a very old Fieri.
Or maybe it's a Fieri that's been buried for many years.
I have a concern.
You like jalapenos? I know I do. Wrap them up in lard.
So why did you guys have to move? Well, this voice kept popping up in our house.
Yeah.
It became untenable.
I have a concern, and that is that if we talk in these quiet spiritual voices about Guy Fieri boners, then it's a crime we'll go to jail for. So we need to really walk the line here. Guy Fieri represents. I can understand not being attracted. I can't understand not being attracted to Guy Fieri. He is sex, but I think what you may be experiencing here. There's definitely some Pavlovian conditioning happening, but I think the man also represents a sort of hedonism that can be very seductive,
Yes.
no matter which, what your sexual preference may be. I think he just sort of represents pleasure.
If our Lord of Pleasure, Bacchus, had frosted tips, he would be Guy Fieri.
And just a nasty little smash mouth womb brew. How is this ASMR episode our most unpleasant one yet?
saying something.
The problem is, it's one thing for the background white noise of Mr. Fieri being a turn on for you. It's when you stop being able to be turned on by anything but. That's when it's going to become an issue. When you can no longer feel any sort of arousal unless there is a befrosted man in the background eating something that will surely prove his demise.
Yeah. I ran out of episodes of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I've seen them all. I've used up my boner supply. I'm halfway through all of Guy's grocery games, and then what? Bizarre Foods with that Zimmern man? No. What's next? My Cat from Hell, starring Jackson Galaxy? Is that where I have to go to get my fix?
That's good for a quickie, but it's not going to really.
It doesn't
let me
give you the
spend
long-lasting
time, you know.
pleasure. Pleasure.
Whoa, what's that?
That's that song by Alt J.
If you are worried about running out of Guy Fieri related content, let me just reassure you that that's not gonna fucking happen. All right, you go through all your diners, drive-ins, and dives. Well, that's no problem, compadre. You just gonna pull on over into Guy's Big Bite, and then if you follow the trail behind Guy's Big Bite, you're gonna find a spooky old house, and inside there is Guy's grocery games, and then there's a fucking elevator that'll take you down to Minute to Win It. And then if you look into a mirror down there in the basement for 3 hours, it'll teleport you into Rachel versus Guy Celebrity Cook-Off. So you've got like a lot of different options for Fieri content.
And then in there, if you stare into the yawning void, dark hands will reach out and grab you and pull you into the world of Guy Fieri versus Paula Deen in a 12-hour-long They Live style street fight.
I will say, I do want to just go on record now and say that no matter how desperate you become, we do not endorse kidnapping Guy Fieri and forcing him to eat and review food while you make love to your partner. We do not condone that behavior one bit.
Because you got to.
If you do,
you got to spread it around.
Maybe some kind of new pitch it to like Food Network or maybe even Travel Channel. If you do it in different locations, because he is like catnip to TV networks, and you could probably get that made.
The bad thing about having real Guy Fieri watch you have sex is he's just gonna be shouting sloppier like constantly, and you don't need that.
No, not at all.
Life. Also, great news: if you run out of Guy Fieri TV shows, head on over to foodnetwork.com and you're gonna find Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives Triple D deleted scenes. So if you're curious what scenes weren't good enough to make it onto Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, these are them. You've hit the mother load.
Every fucking episode of Diners, oh, that fucking trash truck is back again, trying to take me off my cloud. Every episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Mr. Fieri demands that they film him as he chugs a whole bottle of French's mustard.
He doesn't know that it's never aired
It's
because
never
he can't
aired.
bear to watch himself on TV.
But you can watch all of those clips. And again, they've shot 700 episodes. So about just a good, like, solid day of Mr. Fieri just slubbing that stuff down. That good, spicy yellow stuff.
I want to take another opportunity here to thank our sponsor, Casper. The address to go to fulfill all your sleep dreams and get one of these obsessively engineered, award-winning mattresses is casper.com/mybrother, and then use the offer code
ASMR brother.
all one word. Terms and conditions apply, and that'll save you $50 off the mattress. And the mattresses, it should be noted, are already going to be a great value when you compare to the ludicrous prices that mattress stores are trying to charge you. This is a wonderful mattress. You get 100 days to try it out, We're talking like $9.50 for a king size mattress. That is phenomenal.
That's super duper inexpensive. Yeah, they're really comfortable. I got one for our guest room for my in-laws to sleep on, and the next morning they came up and they gave me a hug and a kiss.
We actually got one that is now the bed in the nursery for people so that Teresa and I can take turns hanging out in there with the baby. And it's also a daybed kind of couch scenario. So that's where we like feed and hang out with the baby too. So Casper is like a new addition to the family. It's like us
like a
and
third
BB
parent.
and Casper. Sometimes we just leave the baby in there with the Casper mattress, so the Casper mattress can take care of her while we go out and just party on the town.
Our friends Stuart Wellington of Flophouse fame and his wife Charlene stayed with us.
Oh, yikes.
Slept on the guest bed, which is our Casper mattress. They slept on it. When they woke up, the first thing they said was that a Casper? Because they had such a luxurious night's sleep. And you can have that for yourself.
The second thing they said was, please God, put that hatchet down.
No, Griffin.
You would never use the hatchet on our good friends Stuart and Charlene.
Never. So what do you guys want to do now?
I could do my stunt.
Oh, you were going to do a stunt.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump off that big Frostbank tower and land on a single Casper mattress. A lot of people, when I was pitching this stunt, they were like, don't you want to have a few of them? Just to sort of, and I said, no. Casper makes a good mattress. I just need the one.
Now, Justin, I am not there, so I'm going to need you to narrate Griffin's stunt as it occurs. Give us a beat by beat, but in ASMR voice no matter what happens.
Okay. I just want to thank you all for coming. I just need to perfectly position myself. Every centimeter is important, and here I go again on my own.
So he's falling, and he's still falling. He's looking a little concerned.
Tell them about I'm making a jerk-off motion with my hands. Tell them about it.
He's making what appears to be some sort of like he's trying to start a fire in front of him. I'm not exactly sure.
Motion, like a joke.
Or like he's trying to rub some rot off a carrot. I don't exactly know, but I think right now he's noticing that the net below
not
the
a net,
Casper
it's
mattress.
a mattress. Stay in fucking fiction.
You just gotta his mouth is moving, but we can't hear what he's saying. And it seems like the net that he put the mattress on for added support is not attached to anything. And he's looking very concerned about that.
Oopa doopa.
Justin, could you tell us about the crowd, how they're reacting to this whole thing?
You know what, Travis? Here's the weird thing. They're just taking turns looking at the mattress. And they're kind of looking around like, whoa, free mattress. Mm-hmm. And then, okay. Oh, no. Okay. So there is a gang of Fagin-style orphans that have surrounded the mattress and have picked it up and are carrying it down a soot-covered alleyway. This is bad.
Those little shits didn't know that I was counting on them doing that and aimed my fall directly for their kid trajectory.
Oh, God.
I'm going to do
not like
I'm
this.
doing a flip.
He's doing a flip.
Tell them about the flips I'm doing.
He's wildly gestating in the air as if he's attempting to do some sort of contortion or
doing
flip. It's hard to say.
A wild
It just looks ridiculous.
doing a jerk off with both hands.
I can't parse any of his individual movements.
What's he like behind the eyes, Justin? Could you tell us a little bit about his soul?
Dead black eyes like a doll's eyes. It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. These are my
he's
stunt
plumbing.
eyes.
And he's still stunting?
Oh, you know it.
I wouldn't call it stunting as much
I
as
just pulled
seizing,
a fucking
perhaps.
snowboard out of my JanSport, and now I'm doing spins and 360.
He seems to have some sort of cardboard box lid that he has pulled out and is trying desperately to attach to his feet. It's a very comical sight. If I wasn't so worried about, he died.
Oh,
Damn.
no. You hate to
He
see
just-
that.
You hate to see that. He just squished.
Here, let me. I'll take the body away.
Rapid.
I gotta wrap the body up to take it to the morgue. Sure is a lot of body.
And Griffin's ghost has joined us again. Griffin, where do you think you went wrong?
I think my main problem is the jerk off motion I made with my hands just kind of threw off my trajectory a little bit. And that was hubris. But I still want to thank Casper for sponsoring the episode. I want to thank Red Bull for sponsoring that fucking stunt. Guys, you did it. You got another hit on your hands.
Literally.
No, I just want everybody to know that was a fun joke, and I'm okay.
So we hope by this point you have drifted off to dreamland. You're coasting on waves of sleep. We want to thank one more time Casper for sponsoring this episode. Casper.com/mybrother, and then use the offer code
ASMR, brother.
all one word to save $50 towards these already incredibly priced mattresses. I think you're in for a real treat with this. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna have 100 days to try it. So there's really no risk to you. Can't recommend it enough.
No, it's a good bed, and we appreciate Casper sponsoring this episode. I hope it is enjoyable to you, like a Guy Fieri pleasure sesh.
We want to help you finish this journey into dreamland. So the final minutes of this podcast will be me counting down from 100 to help you fall asleep.
I'm gonna go ahead and hang up on the Skype call because I have shit to do today.
That's fine. 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87.
Please do 88 again.
86.
Do 88 again.
87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, all right.
Oh, all right.
79.
Griffin, we're 20 numbers in. How do you think it's going so far?
77.
He's falling through the air. He's doing jerk off
74.
motions with his hands.
74, 73, 72, 71, 70, 69,
Nice.
Nice.
68, 67, 68
Really got away from you.
65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60,
40 down.
59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53,
Uh-huh.
52, 51, 50,
We're halfway there. They said it couldn't be
49,
done.
48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42,
You're kind of losing.
41,
All of the vowels.
39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33,
You're starting to sound less like a
32,
British person and more like a
31.
3-year-old.
30,
29.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19,
Only 20
18,
numbers left. You better get ready to
17,
come.
16,
It's gross.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,